Hello, now we will learn uh, how to sketch y equals to a sin bx and y equals to a cos bx. Just look at the board. Y equals to a sin bx and y equals to a cos bx, and this is also part of trigonometric graph. Okay, already I have explained sine curve, cos curve and tan curve. Now we will learn how to what is the significant meaning of A, what is the significant meaning of B here, and in this format how can we sketch the graphs of y equals to a sin bx and y equals to a cos bx. Finally we will also learn y equals to a tan bx. Okay, for both the cases a is called, both the cases means y equals to a sin bx and y equals to a cos bx. For both the cases a is called magnitude or amplitude, AMPLITUDE. So for both the cases A is called magnitude or amplitude and B is called, what is it called? B is called frequency. B is called frequency. B is called frequency or number of cycles. Okay, I'll give some examples related to this and how can we sketch the graph for y equals to a sin bx and y equals to a cos bx. Okay, when we are sketching graphs of these types, that time we will first of all we will find out amplitude, that is A, and then period. How to find period? That is, we will find out this one by 360 divided by B. I mean, if I divide this 360 by frequency or number of cycles, we will have period. Okay, period means it repeats after 360 by B degree. Okay, but for y equals to a tan bx, period is 180 by B. Okay, here I took three examples: y equals to 2 sin x, y equals to sin 2x, y equals to 3 by 2 cos 2x. There are three examples. Okay, the question is given: sketch the following curves for 0 degree to 360 degree. Okay, so first of all let us find out amplitude and period. So what about amplitude? Amplitude A equals to 2. Now we need to understand what is amplitude, but we will see it later when we are drawing the graph. Okay, but what about period? period 360 divided by 1, that is 360. Okay, it is called amplitude. Same as here a equals to 1. See, the coefficient of sine 2x, that is 1. So that is 1. Now period is 360 divided by b, that is 360 divided by frequency, that is 2, that is 180. Now let us see for this one. Here amplitude a equals to 3 by 2 and period equals to 360 divided by b. B means what? Here 2, that is it is becoming 180. Okay, that is what ways we can find out amplitude and what ways we can find out period. We have got all this information here. Okay, now we will see what ways to sketch the graphs. Okay, what ways we are sketching y equals to 2 sin x, y equals to sin 2x, y equals to 3 by 2 cos 2x. So with the help of amplitude and period. Okay, now see, amplitude is 2, so that means it will go up to 2 and up to -2 from this line, okay. Same as this will go 1 unit up and 1 unit -1 from this axis. Same as it will go that is 1.5 units up and minimum -1.5 units down. Okay, now see, its amplitude is 2, that is it is maximum, it will go 2 and minimum it will go -2 from this x-axis. Now period is 360. Okay, that means it will repeat the same curve after 360. It will repeat same thing. See, here it is 180, so it will repeat after 180. Same thing, 180. Okay, now let's see what ways we have. Now first of all, let me recall the previous knowledge. What ways we can draw sine curve? 90, 180, 270, 360. Now see, this is 1, this is -1. We have learned all these things in previous lessons, so I'm not going to explain this. So if y equals to sin x, if x equals to 0, it's becoming 0, then 1, same as -1. Now see, it goes maximum 1 and minimum -1, same as it goes same curve. It will go maximum 2, 2 for 90, minimum -2 here, -2 here. Now sketch the curve. Okay, so sketch the curve. This is the graph of y equals to 2 sin x. Y equals to 2 sin x. See, it goes maximum 2 and minimum -2, same as this is sine curve, but see, it repeats after each 180. Now see, if I put here 90, first of all 0, we are having 0. Okay, we are having 0, but if we put here what 90 is becoming sine 180, no use. But it repeats 180, that means its boundary is here, that is okay. It repeats for our maximum is 1, minimum is -1. So let me do some graph here, and then yes, see, maximum 1, minimum -1, one complete curve within 0 to 180, and same thing, it repeated 180 to 360, it repeated. See here, a equals to 1.5, it goes maximum 1.5 and minimum -1.5, but it repeats after 180. Now if we draw, let us think for cos curve, that is 1, -1, 90, 180, 270, 360. So we have drawn this graph. Okay, now it goes maximum 3/2, that is 1.5, it goes here maximum 1, minimum -1. Okay, so it repeats for each 360, but here it repeats after 180. That means for 0 you are having 1, for 360 you are having 1, but here since it repeats after 180, so at 180 it will be, now sorry, it goes more, it should not go more, then see, now it repeats after after 180, it repeats after 180, its cycle is 180, after 180 degree it's repeating. So what's our main target? We will get it later on. Okay, let us see this question. Actually this is collected from question paper, Cambridge additional maths question paper of O level. So this is most probably May-June 2004, question number 4. This is paper 1. Look at this question. The function is defined for 0 degree to 360 degree and by fx equals to a sin bx plus c, where a, b, c are positive integers, given that the amplitude of f is 2 and period is most probably 120. Period is 120. Now see, there are few marks are given. State the value of a and of b. There are 2 marks. Okay. Now given further that the minimum values of f is -1, and see here, state the value of c, that is 1, sketch the graph of f, that is 3 marks. Okay, so we will solve these question papers, and we will see one more questions from questions papers. Okay, so see what ways to solve this one. To solve question 1, okay, find the values of a and of b. Okay, we have learned there is 2 formula from previous means what we have started earlier, from that a sin bx and a cos bx and a tan bx. From that what is amplitude is a, okay, then period is 360 divided by b. Okay, now see, amplitude is 2. Okay, so what about the value of a? A equals to 2. A indicates amplitude. Now to find out the value of b, period 360 by b. What about period? The period of f is 120. That means 120 equals to 360 divided by b. Now let us simplify. B equals to 360 divided by 120. 360 divided by 120, and 0 0 cancel, 312. So b equals to 3. So we have got a equals to 2 and b equals to 3. Number 2 is also easy. Okay, and now we will find out the value of c for 1 marks. That is minimum value of f is minus 1. What about x equals to a sine bx plus c? That is fx equals to a sine bx plus c, and minimum value of f is minus 1. That is, this is the f, its minimum value is minus 1. But we have learned for sine curve and cos curve. What about the value of sin x? What is the maximum value of sin x? 1. What about minimum value of sin x? Minus 1. Okay, so let me use that condition. Fx equals to a sine bx plus c. Now see here, fx, minimum value of fx is minus 1. From here I have got a is 2. Then see these values. What about minimum value of sin bx? That is also minus 1 plus c. Let me simplify. Minus 1 equals to minus 2 plus c. So c equals to 1. C equals to 1. Okay, that is, we have solved 1 and 2 also, and we have got a, b, c. Now our target is to sketch the graph of f. Okay, to sketch the graph of f, okay, first of all we will put the value of a is what, 2 sine, b is what, 3, that is 3x plus c, c is 1. Okay, now fx equals to 2 sine 3x plus 1. Okay, now how can we sketch this graph? First of all, let me consider this part, what we have done, first few graphs. See here, amplitude is 2, period is what, 360 by 3, that is 120. Okay, period is 120. Now let me draw the graph for all this information. It will repeat each after each 20, each 120. After 120 it will repeat. So now let me write, this is 1, 2 here, minus 2 here, 0. Let me write as usual, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, 360 degree. Okay, our graph's limit is 0 to 360 degree. So let me go up to 360 degree. See, it will repeat after 120. First 120, maybe it will be here, then maybe it will be here. Okay, it will be here. 120, that is 240, it will be here. Let me consider it here, then here. There will be total 3 cycles. Sorry, okay, let me draw it again. See this one. Now just remember, it is plus 1. So draw the same thing again, but since it is plus 1, the graph it will go 1 unit above. If it is minus 1, it will be 1 unit down. Okay, now see here, this 0, 1 unit up. Okay, this peak point will go 3 units up, then then it will be 1 units, okay, down, 1 units down, okay, 1 units down here, okay, then it will go come here, that is join here, same as this is 120 and it will be 240 and it will go same way. Then that is the graph will go 1 unit up. See this peak point, 1 unit here, -1, and this is go 3 units up. I mean 2 units, it was in 2 units, it will go, it just go 1 unit up for this +1. So this is the graph for fx equals to a sin bx plus c. Okay, so C for next maths. So okay, this question is also collected from questions papers. The function is defined for 0 to pi. You know, pi means the angle is in radian. Okay, by fx equals to 5 plus 3 cos 4x. Find the amplitude. We know how to find out amplitude and the period of f. Amplitude and period. You know that amplitude is 3. Period is what? Can you guess? 360 divided by 4. Okay, so 2 marks. See, it's very easy. Now coordinates of the maximum and minimum points of the curve, but it's a bit tricky. See, there is a total 4 marks. So how can you solve this one? First of all, we can find out maximum and minimum points. I mean maximum, what about maximum, what about minimum? We know that for cos and sine, for both the curve, just look at the curve, it will go maximum 1 and minimum -1. So same as maximum is, if it is 1, it's becoming 8. If you put 1 here instead of cos 4x, it will be 1. So fx equals to 8. This is the maximum values of fx. And if you put cos 4x equals to -1, I mean the whole things -1, it will be 3 into -1, that is 2. It will be minimum values of x. Now we need to find out coordinates. See here, fx equals to 5 plus 3 cos 4x. So 5 plus 3 into 1, that is 5 plus 3, that is 8. Same as fx equals to 5 plus 3 into -1, because minimum is -1, so it's becoming now 2. So maximum and minimum is 2, and we have got here amplitude, that is 3, and period is 360 divided by 4, that is 90 degree. Okay, now we need to find out coordinates. Okay, so for this reason we need to find out the x values. For this reason we will just write what values we have put here. Cos 4x equals to 1, and same as cos 4x equals to -1. So I will explain these things later on. For this reason you need to know trigonometric equations. Those who know trigonometric equations, you can solve it very easily. So thank you very much. Okay, subscribe this channel to get more information regarding additional maths, maths D, A-level maths. So thank you very much. See you again in next videos. Bye.